Hello and welcome back to Sparkle Me Pink. My name's Michelle and today I'm going to be doing a wear test try-on review of the new L'Oreal Infallible Foundation and Concealer. I believe they go together. They weren't on the same little shelf, but I saw that they were new. I haven't tried them out. Actually, I haven't even tried out the original Infallible because it was in like a squeezy tube kind of thing, and this has a pump. So when I saw that, I was instantly sold. Plus, I may have gotten a really good deal on these with using some coupons at CVS. I got like ECB back and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm all about a good deal. But it says that it's a 24-hour fresh wear, and then the concealer says full wear. So I guess we will put them to the test. I have a long day ahead of me. I'm gonna do some filming after this. My daughter has a soccer game, so we'll be outside a little bit. And yeah, I'm ready to start the day. Hopefully my makeup looks okay to be going out in public. Now I wanted to give this foundation a fair shot, so I went ahead and fully deep cleaned all of my favorite makeup applicating tools. This is the foundation blurring brush from e.l.f. and then this is the Emoda like concealer brush, and then of course my beauty blender. My current drugstore favorite foundation right now is the Revlon Color Stay combination one. So let's see if this can kind of live up to those standards. Ooh, it is way more runny than I expected. I'm using my little silicone applicator to scoosh it out onto. I used to use the back of my hand, but I found that this was way easier and doesn't absorb the product like my hand would. Ooh, it is so liquidy. I did not expect that. Oh, and the only thing that I have on my skin right now is the Murad Skin Perfecting Lotion, the one that came in my last FabFitFun box. I love that stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna use a brush because I feel like if I use my beauty blender, it's just going to soak this all up. So I'm gonna start off by doing some little circles and patting motions to spread out the product, and then I'll kind of like pat it into my skin. Ooh, is it a good color? It looks a little more yellow than I need it to be. Oh, it smells. Okay, this is gonna sound weird. It smells like a really clean, like fancy bathroom. Does that make sense? Oh, somebody's gonna take that the wrong way. Almost like a Glade candle. I definitely think it's a little too dark for me. You can see it like a large line of demarcation here. By the way, I got the shade 440 because it was kind of hard to tell in the store, of course, what would match and what wouldn't. So I'll have to go back and get another one. Maybe this would be a good summer shade though, because it's not like it's terribly dark. I didn't go too far up under the eye because I know I want to get the concealer up in there. But this is one coat of the foundation. It's definitely more of a medium coverage because you can still see a little bit. Oh, and it's caking up right there. And it's not really sticking to the top of my nose. Can you see that? Let me see if I grab just a little bit more and just very lightly smoosh it in. I didn't put any primer or anything on either, so, but I don't usually wear primer. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to do a second layer with the Beauty Blender to kind of cover up some of these areas right here that I want a little extra on top of it. I mean, this is the next natural step that I would try with a foundation that's not covering things, and I think that doing a second coat with a brush might cake it up too much. But it looks like it's picking up that first layer. Let's see if we can keep playing with it a little bit. I feel like using the Beauty Blender gives it a more natural, like thinner, flat type of look. My battery died, so I had to swap it out there. But basically where I'm at right now is just pressing in some more foundation in areas that I want a little more coverage, like this little spot right here. And I'm just kind of like picking up the tiniest of bits, like picking some color up and then smooshing it right next to it, just to have a gentle application precisely where I want it. I know I have a scar up here. It's covered it. A couple of post-acne marks over here. Let me put some lip gloss on first because my lips are looking dry and crusty right now. I mean, it did cover up this scar that I have right here. You could just see a little hint of it. Let's bust out the concealer and cover up these under eye bags here. I got the shade Vanilla 355. Ooh, it's got a big wand just like the Shape Tape, which I love and I keep right there handy. I use it every single day for under my eyes. So let's see if this can live up to that. I typically apply my Shape Tape with the Beauty Blender and then go in and smooth it out with my Moda brush. So let's see if we can do the same for this. Whoa. That is coverage. And this is definitely more of my shade. I need to find a foundation closer to this. They had a ton of shades, which was really great. And even in my CVS, they had 3 on the top of the display that were like testers. But the shades were there was only 3 testers. So it was kind of hard to tell where I was gonna be within the range. I was kind of between the lightest and the medium, the middle one. That is not half bad. And actually it does not look as dry as when I put Shape Tape on, because I put Shape Tape on and sometimes in here it just looks like a little like heavy. I think I need just a tiny little bit more. Oh, I just wiped that off. Right in here. I just always have under eye bags no matter how much allergy medicine I take or how much sleep I get. I like this so far. Oh, that is bright against the darker foundation. Oh boy. Actually, I'm gonna bring some down the nose because I'm still not happy with the coverage on my nose with the foundation on the sponge. Man, that foundation is fragranced. So if you have sensitivity to any sort of fragrance, let me see if it's listed on here. I do like that it does have sunscreen in it, so you can have a little bit of protection. You should always be wearing a sunscreen underneath it though. This is definitely not gonna give you enough. I just opened up the little label and it does say in here that it has a natural finish, has up to 24 hours of wear. It's a medium coverage and the texture is air light. It does say pro tip, shake well, blend into skin with fingertips or applicator for flawless coverage. I did not shake it. Well, I didn't know that. I mean, it still went on and I think it's giving me decent coverage. I definitely agree that it's a medium. You might want to hit up little areas that bug you like this with some concealer. I'm gonna leave it for today because I'm not super stressed about it. I think the concealer is beautiful. So far, I am in love. Like, I keep seeing it. It is really bright. I'll still give you that. But let's finish up the rest of my makeup and see how it goes. While applying this, I was just thinking I didn't set it with a powder, but I don't really think it needed to. It doesn't have too much of a shine to it and it doesn't feel like it's moving or skipping on anything. But if there is, I'd be interested in trying it out maybe to set the under eye. I did not do that and it's definitely creasing. So what I'm going to do is what I normally do is grab just a tiny little baby bit more product and then kind of smoosh out the crease. I mean, my eyes even do this with Shape Tape, okay? There is a line there and makeup will solicitate in it. Then I'm gonna use the Shape Tape setting powder. I just like to hold the sponge over, grab it just on the little tip and go boop, boop, press it into the little inner crease area. I know this is like about 25 bucks, but man, I've had this for a while and there's no way I'm going through all of this. You don't need a lot. Because when you put too much and you're baking and then you're sweeping away, I just feel like it looks so heavy and caked on. It's just too much. It's not my preference. Okay, so the rest of the face is on. It went on pretty easily. I just had to touch up my nose just a little bit more with the concealer again. Like right here is kind of bugging me. And sometimes I wish I would have just left it alone. It looks fine now. I'm gonna finish up my eye makeup in another video. I'm gonna be using a new palette from Pixi. Let me show you it here, just a little sneaky peek. This is called the Natural Beauty Eye Reflection Eyeshadow Palette. And it's just very neutral and everyday kind of. I don't think they have a palette like this already. The ones that I have from them are very warm. They are neutral, but they're definitely on the warmer side. This has more cool toned colors, which are totally my jam. And I'm very excited to give that a go. I'm also gonna try out the new Maybelline Total Temptation mascara, so I'll have to keep you posted on how that goes as well. But I will check back in with you guys later on to see how this foundation wears throughout the day. And right now, I'm liking it. It feels really lightweight. It doesn't feel like I have anything on my face. All right, so I will check back in with you guys very shortly.
Bubba bonbons, bubba bonbons. Okay. There's one. There's one.
He gets two?
Yeah.
We just got back from Sophia's soccer game. Let me show you my face. We were out in the sun. It looks really... You're so disgusting. What do you think of my makeup today?
Great.
It looks really good.
It does. It's so different.
Stop using something new. It looks really good. And I'm not even really that shiny. I'm just my normal, natural shininess. My lashes look really good too. Because it's been about, what, 4 hours?
I don't know, Michelle.
It looks really good. It's kind of settling in my line right there. All right, so it has been about 6.5, almost 7 hours since I applied my makeup, and this is what my foundation and concealer look like. It looks super fresh. I'm a little bit shiny in here and here, but that is pretty expected. A little bit of a breakup of product. Let me get you closer so you can see. It has broken up a little bit around my mouth. And here and here, and I've like blown my nose a couple times, so the wear on the nose is expected, but the forehead isn't that bad. It's kind of, you know, settled into these lines here. There's a little bit of creasing under the eyes, but nothing terrible at all. It just feels a little bit different than when I wear my Revlon. Revlon, I'm actually usually a little bit shinier at this point in the day than I am right now with the L'Oreal, so maybe I'll mix the two and see how that goes, and maybe it'll be like my perfect concoction. Not that there's anything wrong with this, but I do like an initial dewiness to my skin, and that's what the Revlon gives me, whereas this one was definitely more of a matte satin, more skin-like finish, which isn't bad either. So I think it kind of depends on what it is that you're looking for out of your look. I'm pretty dang happy with it. If it's made it this long, which is pretty much what my typical, you know, work day would be close to 7 to 8 hours, and I don't look absolutely horrendous. I still have some cheek products going on here, a little bit of my highlight still kicking, and yeah, honestly, I really can't, I'm really impressed with the concealer. I know I only put it under my eyes, but I wonder if I got a warmer shade for around the face, like if I had, you know, like my little breakouts and stuff to put it on there, how that would look. I do really like the Better Skin to cover my breakouts because I feel like it just looks more smooth and not as dry, but I wonder what this would look like, or if it would look too dry, kind of like the Shape Tape is too dry to cover up blemishes and things like that. That's why I go in with the Better Skin. Not sure if any of this makes sense or if I'm just rambling on, but I hope you found this video helpful. This is a thumbs up for me. I'm definitely gonna keep trying it. I'm gonna go and get another shade. I'm gonna keep this one, I think. That way I have a summer shade and then one for now, because it's really not that far off, but there's definitely a line of demarcation for sure. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Have you given this a try? Honestly, it's not that bad at all. I'm really surprised at how not crazy shiny I am, especially if it's not claiming to be matte. No, it just says up to a 24-hour wear. It's breathable in texture. So I agree with those claims. Definitely giving this a thumbs up. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and definitely give this video a thumbs up if you like videos like this where I'm reviewing 1 or 2 products at a time and checking back in with you. So it's been about a week since I did my first impression clip there that you just watched using the shade 440, and I ended up going back to CVS and picking up the 420 just because it was a better match for me. So we have the 440 here and then the 420 here. As you can see, there's similar undertones. I wanted to share a couple of thoughts now that I've worn it for a little over a week now, every single day pretty much. And and what I'm thinking. It's definitely a drier formula. Like it goes on, soaks into the skin really nicely. This is what I have on my face right now. I haven't set my under eyes, and you can definitely see that there is some creasing going on. So setting the under eyes is pinnacle to having like nice smooth look to them. So I'm gonna do that here in a second. I think this foundation doesn't keep me matte. I think it has more of a satin matte finish at first, and then it does kind of blend with your natural oils throughout the day. These little frizzes will always be here. I'm gonna show you up close here. I have some light creasing in here. I'm really dry around my nose because I have had a bit of a cold. Check out this mascara though, right? How amazing is that? That is the Maybelline Temptation mascara. Holy moly, I've really been liking it. I feel like this is really bright. So I turned it down, but you can see light texture right in between the brows, but nothing crazy. I think the foundation looks really pretty. It's definitely just more of a dry feel than like say my Revlon Color Stay. The Revlon Color Stay kind of goes on a little more creamy and a little more full coverage, whereas this one's more medium to buildable coverage. Like it sinks into the skin, like it doesn't sit on top. It definitely feels like it soaks in to my face. Ooh, what is that? Let's blend that out a little bit. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.